Hello everyone, Real F and Arms here. This is my first video. It's going to be a bit of a series I'm going to be making. This is going to be authentic, real. This is not some like popular YouTuber you can already see if you actually end up watching this. Because I only have like 7 subscribers or something. I don't really care. I'm wanting to just appeal to people that have been in rough spots. And I hope that over time my story will help people, because that's something I really am starting to realize, that helping other people makes me feel better about myself, and it just makes me feel better as a person. Sometimes it's just helping. I've never really received much help, so it's just nice to help people who need it, because it sucks not having a bunch of people there for you, and I get it 100%. So we're gonna just go over my story, I guess, to an extent. I'm gonna spread it out so it's not just one long, boring video. And I know a lot of people are probably already bored, like, bro, this guy's just talking. Who cares? I'm talking. So, about 2019 was my third heartbreak, and I'm only talking about this because I'm gonna put this in more perspective a little later. At the time, I was about 240, which isn't that bad, but to me it was horrible. You could see it. I've always been overweight, always got berated for it. I've always had a stepdad who berated me for it. It wasn't, over time it just got to me a lot more by the day. But I moved to California because that's what you do, I guess. And I thought things might change a little bit. They didn't. I ended up just moving back here to where I'm living at now. And it was about deep into 2020 when I reached 300 pounds, and I was at the lowest point in my life I think I've ever reached. All I did was work, go home, and lay down in my bed. I cried a lot. I was emotional little bitch, and I'll 100% own that. I don't give two fucks what other people think. Because who I am now is who I want to be for the rest of my life, and I just want to help people who've ever been in somewhat of my situation. Now, I just, one day, something clicked inside of me. Why am I doing this to myself? I'm not that person. I'm a very good person at heart. I just have things that make it harder for me to express it, and I'm slowly starting to realize how important self-expression is. It's not something that will just come to you. It's something you have to develop on your own. Now, I've always been a bit of a writer and reader, so it's not like I'm like just some loser who doesn't know how to do anything or doesn't do anything. But some point, it was like halfway through 2020 at that point. I think I said it was deep in 2020. No. That I hit 300 pounds. I was just horrible. Something clicked. I started running. I stopped eating junk food. I barely eat junk food now. I eat chicken, broccoli, and rice with almost every meal. It sounds boring, but you start to realize that food is really not that big of a deal. You need such a limit to how much people go overboard. And it's also a huge money thing, because people can spend $200 a week on groceries when I only need to spend about $80. And that's only because of inflation. Inflation's horrible. That's something I should probably say for another video, of how, like, just the direction our country's going. It's great. It's great, guys. But I pushed myself and I made myself a better person. But at one point I got comfortable. I smoked weed for a few months. It made me so lazy. I didn't stop learning things. I just played video games all day again. And something, once again, just made me super depressed, and I just hurt. I just got really good at hiding it at that point. And this is when I'm going to get into why I'm even making a video now instead of making it years ago. I finally went on a date again with number 4. I thought it was fine. I could tell she was nervous, but it was something I could sense, because one big thing dudes need to understand is follow your fucking gut, man. It will really save you, money and heartbreak wise. I did make a few mistakes by just trying to be the classic nice guy like my mom grew me up to be. Because that's totally what you need in life. I'm not saying to be an asshole, but I'm just saying, no, it's not. It's not it. Sure, you might find someone now, but they will end up leaving you or fucking you over. It's true. There's countless stories online you can read. But it's how she rejected me and sent the longest paragraph I've ever seen anyone send me. Sugarcoated so much. She said, "Oh, I really don't actually date coworkers, blah blah blah." And what pissed me off the most was, why the fuck did you just say no in the first place before I actually put any amount of time or energy into you? It took me 3 months to ask this girl out. I was that nervous because I was just scared of what happened. And something once again just clicked inside me. It's only been about 4 days now, and I'm finding a new sense of fuel, energy. I'm pushing that anger that I've had in that beast that people talk about. I'm starting to realize that I have been so scared of being who I really was and who I want to be. And I'm just want nothing to get in my way. I'm going to just push myself. And that's something a lot of people need to understand. Now I'm going to stop talking about that and talk about something else. Sorry, just want to adjust. Sometimes you're going to go through things. You can either let them break you or let them fuel you. I've had a lot of just stupid stuff that completely destroyed me throughout my life. Made me so nervous, so scared. But I'm starting to realize that it was all in here. All those insecurities, anything that just made you negative about yourself, it's fake. You manifest it. It's all imagination. We need to start focusing on living in reality and in the present instead of worrying about what happened in the past or what's going to happen in the future, because at the end of the day, our future's not guaranteed. If anyone knows anything about the Ukraine-Russian stuff, a couple days ago, I think they were saying about how, if West continues doing shit, they're going to bomb everyone. So that's cool, yeah. Nuke everyone because you guys are a bunch of cucks, pretty much. Sorry. But my big thing is, I just want to get through this video, is stop being a simp. Stop giving these girls, these modern day girls, the attention. Because that's what's feeding their ego and allowing them to do whatever the fuck they want. They can hurt a bunch of people and then they act like they're sweet and innocent. Because that's what I'm starting to realize with girls. On the outside, they can act all sweet and innocent. They can act nice, just like I thought this last one was. Because I finally thought I found someone that might actually be a good person. No, not at all. They're just better at hiding it, and they're getting better at hiding it every day. I watch just countless videos online about this kind of stuff. And we need to stop giving them that power. Because we're men. I don't want to berate girls and stuff, but they have their own hardships, but men are always going to have it harder. I don't care what anyone says. You can argue with me. You can go in the comments. I will be more than happy to read and debate or talk. I'm not going to be an asshole. I love seeing other people's perspectives because that's what helps build my perspective. You need to build your perspective not just on yourself, your knowledge and everything. You need to allow outside influence to an extent. You need to learn stuff from people you never expect. Everyone has a skill. Everyone has knowledge that you don't know. I don't care who you are. I met some of the most I underestimated people have so much to share that they're just too scared of sharing. They just don't want to talk. And I 100% get that. I'm pretty introverted myself. Now my other thing is to better yourself. Read. Journal. Exercise. Find something, even if you don't want to do any of that, just find a passion to put your fucking life into. Stop smoking weed, drinking every day, doing all this self-destructive stuff, because I understand, oh, I'm young, I'm just, trying to have fun. No, this is the time of our lives. I'm 20, and I know this, that we need to work. We need to push ourselves and set ourselves up for the future. That's something I'm starting to realize, and I'm trying to focus on that now. I just want people to understand that you need to not get comfortable until later in life. Now is not the time to be comfortable. Now is the time to put your heart into it while you're still young. Because there's going to become a time where your fuel and your energy is going to slowly start dwindling, and you'll have to drink a lot more energy drinks and all that other garbage and just ruin yourself in that direction. And my other thing is, don't be afraid of being yourself. I've been so scared and quiet. I've been talking with a different voice the past few days because of how different I've realized I've been acting. I've been acting like a classic nice guy, trying not to offend anyone, when in reality, I'm still nice, but I have shit that's on my mind that I want to get out. I don't want to hide my feelings. I don't want to hide who I've been. I want to be who I am. I don't care if you're short, tall, skinny, fat, don't care what race you are. Just be happy with who you are. Do not let other people, get into your head. There are plenty of people out there that they're just sheep. They're weak. They have to shit on you just to make themselves feel better. Social media, for instance, I think social media is horrible. I recently deleted everything. I'm starting to realize how toxic it was, and this isn't even about most things. I went away from social media about a year ago, but I slowly began back into it. I'm starting to realize how dumb it is. You're not really learning anything. It's just people doing stupid stuff. And I'm not saying you have to completely quit, but I'm just saying don't consume so much of it every day, because there's no point. You're not gaining that much out of it. And I guess my other big lesson is for the day is to never give up. I've hit my lows. I've never had anyone really help me. I've had some people who didn't mind just having little conversations about it. But as men, giving up is the worst thing you can do for yourself. Just keep pushing on. Look at me. I was overweight. I weigh 155 now. I'm more happy and more proud of who I've been than I probably have my entire life. And it took me that long, 3 whole years of my journey, just to realize that. And I'm starting to realize that happiness is not, you're not going to find in someone else. You're going to have to find it in yourself. It may take a long time. It took me forever. Just dig into yourself. Read good shit. Just read about philosophy. It's very, very good for you. We can learn so much from what other people have experienced in the past. There are so many people who have been through the worst and they still made it to the top. You see it all the time, and I'm not saying you're gonna become some great god or anything. It doesn't matter about being great. Just be happy. It doesn't matter. That's all I really wanted to get out, because this video is about 13 minutes now. But my message is, for the day, is just be yourself. If you need to, better who you are. Don't be a simp. And just don't give up. Because I promise you, at the end, when you're older, you're more successful than you were today. You're going to be happy you made any decision in life that you made previously. You're going to be grateful. This is Real F in Arms. Peace out. Good luck. See y'all next time.